past tense. Past tense refers to the action which took place in past time. There are four types: simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Let's begin with simple past tense. We use simple past tense to denote an action completed in the past time. For example, Mary drove her aunt to the supermarket. See here, we use simple past form of the verb. You know, drive, drove, driven. So in this way, drove is the second form, that is simple past tense form of the verb. See the structure of this tense: subject plus verb, that is V2, plus object. See the table which describes subject verb coordination. Students, look here. First person singular subject I, first person plural we, second person singular you, second person plural you, third person singular he, she, it, third person plural they. These all subjects take only one form of the verb, that is simple past tense. Can you see here? The verb is all the same with all the subjects. Past continuous tense. We use the past continuous tense to denote an action that was going on at some point of time in the past. For example, when the parents arrived home, the children were reading. In this way, certain point of time is very important and the action was incomplete at that time. See the structure: subject plus was were plus verb plus ing plus object. Let's see the same in tabular form. I was doing my homework. We were doing our homework. You were doing your homework. You were doing your homework. He, she, it was doing her homework. They were doing their homework. You have to see the different auxiliaries used with the main verb. Past perfect tense. We use past perfect tense to denote an action at certain point of time in past. For example, Shivam had prepared himself well for the examination. So the action is complete at a perfect time in past. It is also used to denote an action which took place before another action in the past. For example, the rain had stopped before we reached the station. So first action was rain had stopped, and second action we reached the station. Structure of the past perfect tense: subject plus had plus V3 plus object. See this table. All the subjects use same auxiliary and same main verb. That means V3 and auxiliary is had. Can you see here? So in this way, past perfect tense is also very easy to understand. Past perfect continuous tense. We use this tense to describe an action that was going on for some time in the past and was completed in the past. For example, it had been raining since morning. So, this shows that action was going on for a long time but was completed in the past itself. Structure of the past perfect continuous tense. Subject plus had been plus verb plus ing plus object. See the same in tabular form. Had been plus verb plus ing will be the same with all the subjects. Can you see here? Had been living. We had been living in Pune. Here you have seen I had been living in Pune. Here you had been living in Pune. You had been living in Pune. He, she, it had been living in Pune. They had been living in Pune. In this way, same verb is used with all the subjects. Future tense. We do not generally differentiate future tense, but we use some moral auxiliaries to describe future tense. For our understanding, we have made this differentiation. We use simple future tense to refer to an action that is yet to take place. For example, we shall eat in the canteen tomorrow. I am going to meet Ria after school. Can you see here? We expressed future tense in two ways. First, we use shall before main verb, that is base form of the verb, and we used am going to describe that action is yet to take place. The structure of simple future tense: subject plus will shall plus verb V1, that is base form of the verb, and object. Future continuous tense. We use future continuous tense to express an action that will be going on at some point of time in future. For example, we will be leaving for Kochi tomorrow morning. Structure of the future continuous tense is subject plus will shall be plus verb plus ing plus object. Future perfect tense. We use the future perfect tense to denote an action that will be complete at some point of time in future. For example, before you reach the station, the train will have left. Structure of the future perfect tense is subject plus will shall plus have plus V3 plus object. So in this way, we have seen future tense. That's all, my students.